What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. The case of Dalton, Illinois is indeed a sad one, and I hate to put it quite like that, but it is what it is. It is sad. It is becoming sadder, if that's a word, throughout the day. And the saddest situation is what happened at the Dalton trustee meeting a few days ago. There was a situation where Fanaya Dukes, who used to work for Tiffany Henry but was subsequently fired after she filed a serious allegation against Mr. Andrew Holmes. Now, Mr. Andrew Holmes, at one point, and still is, I would say, one of the most known community activists in Cook County. That is the county that houses Chicago and subsequent cities thereof. However, she put out the allegation that Mr. Andrew Holmes raped her, and he was fired from certain positions once the allegation came out. He lost a lot of the positions he had as a community activist. He was stressed out, visibly, losing a lot of money, a lot of opportunities. The only opportunity left that I believe that he had was that of a trustee in the village of Dalton. He stopped for a certain period of time coming to the meetings, okay? But then there is a part where they do a public talk, anybody can come up and say what they have to say for 30 minutes. And once that happened, Fanaya Dukes pulled up. Let's see what she had to say.
I want to start by saying there's nobody like the God I serve. And I only want to say that because he only allowed me to come as far as this podium. That's the only person I fear and thing I fear besides going to jail. So I'm not going to go past this podium like he told me. But I only came up to here to say, because Las Vegas said what they said, because a lot of places say what they say when they say things like this, so I'm going to ask you myself. Why would you do that? And if I'm lying, all these people right here, all the cameras, her, all these people, tell them I'm lying then. Is that why you've never said anything? Is that why you disappeared as soon as this came out? Is that why? I'm supposed to be scared of you? Hell, mother, no. So tell me I'm lying, or tell them why.
Andrew Holmes was found not guilty, or no evidence of this happening in Las Vegas.
And police in Las Vegas have closed their investigation of Dalton Village trustee Andrew Holmes, and no charges will be filed. Holmes was accused of sexually assaulting a former Dalton employee during a village-funded trip to Las Vegas last year. Along with his work as a trustee, Holmes also a well-known victims advocate. The woman publicly made her accusations in a video and appeared at a Dalton Village meeting earlier this year. She's currently suing the village and Holmes, saying she was fired after taking her sexual assault allegations to embattled village mayor Tiffany Henry. We've reached out to her and Holmes for comment to that decision by Las Vegas police to close the case.
But it doesn't really matter when the woman can come up there and say what she can say, and you can't really say anything about it. And I just want to talk to guys about this again. She seems like she's passionate. She seems like this actually happened. He seems like he never wants to talk about it. So that's suspicious within itself. But I do want to talk to men about a larger issue that many of us tend to have. And we've seen a situation with the guy Obiang, this guy out there, Ebang, whatever his name was in Equatorial Guinea. And that is this, guys. Obviously, number one, you never take something from a woman. And that's obvious. I hope we're there by now. But then at the same time, you black men have to really take into consideration that sleeping with people that you work with is all bad. Let's assume that he might not even be, let's assume he's not guilty. I don't know, but let's assume that he's not guilty. Let's assume that she just wants to put this out there about the guy. Let's say she's scorned. If she is scorned and he didn't do this, well, it doesn't matter now because she's saying that he did it. And she's saying it publicly and he has no way of defending himself. He can't get at her. He can't yell. He can't respond. He has to do what he's doing now, which is accepting it for what it is and hoping that it blows over. And his life is in danger. I mean, just think if somebody really loves her and that's a part of her family and, they want to get some get back, they know where he's at. And all of this can be solved if, number one, You stay out of taking people's cheeks forcefully. That's number one, okay? Which there was no proof that he did this. But number two, staying out of people's cheeks that you work with. Now, I'm gonna say this. I know a lot of guys are in power. I know a lot of men have a lot of things going for them. You're in a powerful position. You know, you have a business and you have people that work with you. You know, it's different if you messing with somebody that's the male woman, you messing with somebody that's down the street or whatever, and that's still bad, but it's a little different. It's very hard to deal with it in your face, guy. When you're messing with somebody that's at your workplace, you work with them, you don't really want to have any sort of long-term relationship with them, and it's like a one-night stand or whatever you want to call it. And I'm talking about in the case of consensual. I'm not talking about forceful stuff. I'm off that now. And so many dudes, hey, let me just go ahead and take you down. And then what happens in the dark comes to light. Let me tell you this, man. I made a mistake one time, and a girl got me a job at where she was working at. I had already been clapping them up. A dude came to me one day. He didn't even know that I was dating her. And he said, "You screwing her, ain't you?" I said, "What?" He said, "The way the woman looks at you when you walk by, that's your woman. That's somebody that you're dealing with." Now I was taken aback. I sat there, and it's the only time it happened, but I thought that, hey, there wasn't nobody gonna know. And again, we wasn't hugging and kissing and all that at the workplace. But the point is that you think that don't nobody know, but somebody knows, okay? You think that don't nobody know what's going on. Somebody always know what's going on. Somebody always know what you're doing. People are not stupid, all right? Then if, like I said, this person comes out and says that you did X, Y, and Z against them, and you have no way, and then they come out and they say that you did it, and maybe you didn't, all right? But you have been messing with them, then there you go. You're done. And it's all bad. And it goes down just like that. It's over for you, just like that. And then you look stupid and you look dumb, okay? You look dumb because you are when you guys do stuff like that, because it doesn't make any sense. And I've already told you brothers out there, you got to stay out of people's cheeks you work with. I done told you brothers out there, you got to stop playing around with these chicks like that for real. I told y'all you need to go. Just go. Just stop playing. Leave them alone. Y'all don't want to hear nobody. You want to keep clapping people's cheeks up. Then if you ever get a situation like this where somebody come in and confront you like that in your face, accuse you of doing something like that in your face, everybody's going to believe them. Everyone is going to believe them, okay? And I have to say, how low does he feel right there when she's doing that? Just in the meeting. And like I said, it is ghetto as hell. I'm gonna be real. But hey, I nobody ever graped me before, so I don't know how to feel. And she said, tell me that I'm lying about what I'm saying. He ain't saying nothing. But the mistake he made, outside of allegedly doing that, I'm gonna tell you, he shouldn't have been there with her at all. You don't need to be drinking in the room with these women. That's not your wife. They're not your wife. So look, hey, if she gonna go head on and look, okay, you going back to your room, all right, cool. Y'all see you in the morning or whatever, or I'm staying at a different hotel, because they shouldn't have been spending all that money from the village anyway, because they shouldn't have been in Las Vegas. But that's what happened when you stupid. Gosh, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I appreciate you for all these. Heard the bill. We out.